What are your thoughts going to play a tough opponent and a tough building to play in?
Yeah, no, it's it's been on the schedule for a while. We had them in our building here last year, and now we reciprocate and go down there, and we're looking forward to it. Another challenge for us as far as trying to get better, and obviously a team that's coming off 2 wins as well in Mankato. We know what we're dealing with. They came into our building last year, and they came out hard and strong against us, and I thought we got better as the weekend went on. But that was a message to our team: is we got to be ready right away. And there's going to be 2 good teams playing against each other and on their ice.
Is that a series you'd like to continue?
Yeah, I think so. Down the line, I think when you're dealt with 10 non-conference games every year, you like to spread around as far as who you play. They're an old WCHA rival. If you look at our schedule this year, we have them, we have Bemidji, we have Michigan Tech. Those are the old WCHA schools that are infused in our 10-game non-conference schedule. But in saying that, too, we like to play teams from out east and different places, too. But, yeah, to answer your question, I'd like to try to keep going with that.
Being it's a road game, is this a possibility for line matching for you guys or not really? Or how do you guys approach?
Well, first, yeah, with line matching, we haven't really gotten too much into it yet. I think once you start playing with teams that have dynamic, and offensive lines like Mankato does, that's part of it. Not only with your forward lines or deep pairs, but we don't have last change down there either. The beauty of our team right now that we feel is that we have 4 very good lines, and I don't think you can say we have a number 1 line, but I think we have 4 very good lines, and again, I think when you have depth as a coach, throwing out any line at any given time to do the job, that's comforting to know. So, I think one of the things that we want to do is make sure that maybe the deep pairs are try to match up as best as we can, and then maybe if we can get a matchup or 2 on the forward lines, we will, but I don't think that's going to be a huge priority early on for us.
Special teams always plays an important role. 8 for 8 on the PK against Canisius. Mankato's 5 of 9 or whatever on the power play.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do to make sure that you guys come out positive when you do take a penalty?
Play hard, but don't take any penalties. I think that's the first recipe, right? You want to play as hard as you can and compete as hard as you can, but don't take any unnecessary penalties. And again, we know that obviously we're going to have to kill a few. But we can't be in the box all night, and we can't be back-to-back. You take one, you can't take one immediately again. That feeds into momentum. They got a good power play. They got an experienced team. They got guys that can move the puck around. But I think we have to keep doing what we do as far as our system and structure. But again, limit the amount of opportunities they get. And once we do, we have a 2-minute focus to try to get that kill.
Likewise on the flip, I think you guys went 1 for 9. Had a couple 5 minutes that maybe you didn't score on, but they were game changers in the way that you played them. But what are you looking at on the power play?
You know what? Consistency. And really, really like as far as what we've been doing with pace with both units. I think both units are equally weighted. I don't think there's one unit you could say is our top unit. But again, I think the strength of our team is the depth and being equal in the fact of having 2 units that you can go out and gain momentum. I thought we had some good looks. We had some great entries, good opportunities when we were in the zone. We just didn't capitalize on them. I think if you kind of keep building and growing what you have here and believing in what you can do, there's just a matter of time of finishing plays here.
That depth that you talk about, just having so many guys to rely on, is that something you expected heading into this season?
Well, we knew the players that were coming back, right, as far as what we had, and we were, I guess, estimating that they would all take a step, and I think some guys have so far. And again, it's early in the season; they got to keep building and taking that step. But not sure of where our freshmen were right away. It takes freshmen different times to get their feet on the ground, and I believe the freshmen that we did have put in the lineup, they got acclimated pretty strongly as far as what we do, and I think that goes to a point of having good veterans around them to kind of show them the way and mentor them a little bit. So again, it exponentially gets tougher for us this weekend, but again, we feel very confident in how our group looks here.
And what do you guys tell the freshmen heading into an opponent that is getting a lot tougher than what they've seen already?
Just be ready. Just be ready. And being ready isn't just Friday night puck drop at 7 o'clock. Being ready is coming in Monday morning and doing the things that you have to do to prepare. And again, we always talk about plan, prepare, and execute. Well, that starts Monday. It's not at puck drop on Friday night.
Do you guys have a timeline that you're looking at for Zach Yon on when he might be available?
Yeah, you know what was kind of frustrating was, we didn't put him in the Manitoba game. He was healthy then, and then we wanted him to get in the Canisius game. He had a good week of practice, and we had him going on Friday in Canisius, and then on Thursday, on the Thursday skate, he sustained an injury, which didn't permit him to get in the lineup. So he won't be available this weekend for us, and hopefully we can get him in the weekend after here. But again, like, it's one of those things that, all the best laid plans don't come to effect sometimes just because of last minute things that happen. And he was ready to go. He just sustained an injury last minute.
Did you see out of Adam this weekend, especially getting to see him play back-to-backs on Friday and Saturday?
Yeah, you know what? That's one of the things as a goaltender starting the season, playing back-to-back and where you're at with that. And, I think one of the things that led into it on Saturday was he had a few shots. He wasn't overly worked on Friday, which permitted him to, be sharp and fresh on Saturday. It's when you get probably inundated with shots or playing your end a whole lot that you worry about, energy level the next day. And, I thought, having him play back-to-back, it gets his feet on the ground now of what it takes. And again, this weekend, obviously it's going to be an up and down game. And again, there's a team that's going to challenge us as far as making sure that we play the right way.